Hey folks, how's it going? Long time, 4 hours. Um, Looking around this area for any evidence of any type of uh, species-related stuff, being whether deer, coyote tracks. We're also looking for prints. Also looking for prints. Like All right, this is just down the road. Actually, live. That's got a hill. Those up in there. You'll find up there. And also, while I'm up here, uh, there's nothing caves or mine shafts, anything of that nature. Because one of my old hobbies used to be spelunking, which is the exploration of caves and mines and stuff. Wow, wow. Keep losing signal out. It keeps booting me. Reconnect. But like I said, Pennsylvania's riddled with mines. Yeah, lose the signal. I kind of miss it. I used to do it until I had a entrance collapse, and yeah, that I'm not seeing much evidence type things yet around here, but I did see it looked like a couple large foot impressions. Sorry y'all haven't seen me. I haven't been back to this spot in a long time. Bird shot through both of my lungs, so I'm kind of. That's why I figured out why I keep getting winded when I'm in the woods, walking hills. So health aspects is one of the reasons I haven't been out as much doing things. Yeah, we're gonna see if I can find anything cool. See, we got 3 people in the chat. Normal investigations, what's happening? Mostly G4W, what's happening? And I don't read Russian, but howdy doody. Rushki. I like how that ball is right there. Nice little jungle gym. Yeah, I'm coming this area here because this is an old. Hey, what's up, Alex Baldwell? Mia Moore. This is one of the old mining roads here, mining trails. For all you people who are in the cryptid realm of things, as far as your studies, you get these channels that go out and walk around the woods at night, and Bigfoot, unless you physically see what you're interacting with, don't make assumptions. Never make an assumption, because in thinning areas where I'm talking about how a veil would be thin, in those types of areas you have a higher increase of crypto type species, like the spot south of here. My main area which I was going to was a veil thinning area, and we had cynocephaly dogmen, we had Sasquatches out there, but yeah, there's also feral people. not like people are, I don't know which way to go. I don't want to get lost. I don't know which way to go. Because I've never been on this one before. Rose, should I go right or left? You're my wife, so I'll give you that option. But when I say feral people, this is more of a subterraneous kind of individual species. They are pale white. All right, thank you. They are pale white, elongated limbs, and they crawl. Other people call them pale crawlers. There's a lot of ancient species, such as Alligawi, which the Allegheny County River National Forest is all being named after the Alligawi tribe. And they, in a sense, it was a warning to the early settlers. And then they just changed it to Allegheny. But the Alligawi was a race of giants whom were pale white and partially reptilian. And a lot of them come across at, is that a bear trap? No, it ain't. First glance, I thought that was a bear trap. And a lot of them are what you would call skinwalkers. My channel is not based off of skinwalkers, so I'm not going to go into depth of those. But yeah, I'm looking for a cave or a mine shaft. Oh, look at that. Nice. A cave or a mine shaft or anything that I can possibly bring my night vision out here and go explore. Just like I used to in the old days. Yeah, that's a natural break right there. That's natural. That was from a windstorm or something we had. So yeah. For anybody that just tuned in, that's what I am pretty much looking for right now. Is cave entrances or mine shafts, preferably not vertical. Let's see what's over this hill. Hope I don't lose signal. Yeah, it's cold out here. I think that would be pretty cool if I did a video. Subterranean, there's a deer. If I was able to do a subterraneous video, record it on my night vision, and then load it up on the computer. I think that would be pretty cool. Alright, I don't see no openings. Jaggers got me. My wife's probably going to get mad at me. She heard me talking about wanting to take night vision underground. Her and I was together. Well, she wasn't there with me, but we were in a relationship at the time that I went into that mine and the entrance collapsed. Like I said earlier, when I kept reconnecting and connecting, or disconnecting and reconnecting through the signal in that spot back there. This is just right down the road from where I live, and a lot of times I don't smoke in the house, so when I go out at night for a cigarette, and just because of what I fields of study that I'm into, when I'm out there smoking cigarettes, like I hear tree knocks. I hear there's a little sound down there. Like I hear tree knocks, I hear whoops, I hear other types of sounds. When Biggie came out, he saw a squatch in my backyard, lowered every of it, and then this house, it's a road. There's a road down there. That ain't the road I live on. So, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It is so cold out here. I got these mittens here. My hands get too cold. It's hard to hold the phone with those on. And also, if I'm not wearing it now because I want you to be able to hear me, and so my words are pronunciated and whatnot. But I also have a extreme cold weather mask to protect my face if I start getting a sore nose and whatnot. Where's my shoes? Fun guy. That looks like it could have been a print, but there is toes in this. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 toes in this. Toes right here. And maybe the other toes would be up here, so that's not very large. No, that'd be more like a juvenile if that were to be like a squatch. That would be a juvenile. Not a baby, but yeah. Maybe in our perspectives, maybe a 9 or 10-year-old. Okay. That is true. No, I've never been on this trail before. Never. So I'm hoping I don't get lost. Trying to watch the ridge lines and see if I can do any caves or mines. Trail. Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm going to assume that back at the fork, if I would have went right, this more than likely would have been a trail I would have been on. So, probably take this trail when I turn around, unless I see something different. When I started the live stream, I had 70% battery. So if my live stream cuts out, that means, like cuts out, like boop, he's gone, and my phone would be dead at that point. So I had 70% when I started, so So yeah, like when you're out there in the field doing this kind of stuff, you're looking for like type of crypto stuff. You have to take in consideration what type of area you were in. Oh wow, look at that hole. That's deep. You have to take in consideration that not everything you hear in the woods is going to be the select species you are looking for. And also, when you are in certain areas, it's good to pay attention to the folklore of that region and to help you better isolate what types of species or beings that you could actually run into out there, because some of them are malevolent, some are benign. Some are just straight out unpredictable. So you always got to keep that in mind. And don't ever assume when you see eyes peeking around trees at you. I see a lot of channels do this. They'll see eyes peeking around at you and they'll automatically assume it's this. Now that rock up there, it tells me that this is undermined area right here. But I see a lot of channels is they'll go out there and they'll see eyes shine and they automatically assume, oh, that's a squatch. No. You have to take consideration the color of the eye shines. There's different types of animals. Their eye shines register different colors. You have to take that into consideration. You have to take consideration of local wildlife. That could be a possum or a raccoon peeking around a tree at you. Hell, even a bear. So that's another thing, because they can be like, oh, look how high up in the tree. And no, that's another print. You know, toes. But that's a mistake I see quite often people make. They automatically assume when they clearly did not see it with their naked eye, nor received it on a clear photo or video. Just like before I even started my channel, when I started getting the squatches on trail camera, you know what I mean? I thought they were people in the woods picking at me, throwing rocks at me and whatnot. I thought they were hillbillies. Turned out I was wrong. Because I was like, holy shit, we got monkeys in Pennsylvania! No, there weren't monkeys. I learned that over time. Also, whenever you're looking into cryptid type species, a lot of things don't have the same names that they did in the days of old. Medieval period, biblical period, Mesopotamia, and so forth. Different periods had different names for different types of beings. Like you see the one goat man or whatever, you know, or they have the goat legs and whatnot. In biblical era, those were a satyr. In common era, you would call them like a goat man or a thorn or something of that nature, a fawn. So also you have local what would you say that right word to be? Not folklore, but you get what I mean, urban legend kind of things. Whenever something is seen, like for instance, the Buggy Creek monster, it was a type of Sasquatch, but they called it the Buggy Creek monster because it was around Buggy Creek. So you have your local folklore aspects of it, you have your biblical aspects of the names, and you have different time periods. Always keep that stuff in consideration when you're out doing this kind of stuff and you're researching. Like when you're dealing with Sasquatches and stuff like that, when you look into the biblical, you got to start looking into like the descendants of the Anak, the different Nephilim, all the different Raphaim, the Raphites, the Anakim. I mean, there's so many lineages of giants or uh, even cynocephaly, dogmen. They're in history as well. Marco Polo has encountered them while their voyages across America and whatnot. Alexander the Not So Great, he had encounters with the cynocephaly dogmen in India. So when you pour in historical data, ancient manuscripts, like for instance, if you go to a Catholic church, you hear Saint Christopher. He's the saint of travel, safe travels. Well, when you look at the picture they depict of him, Saint Christopher is this blonde dude, like blonde hair, blue eyes, a dude, right? If you go into the tapestries of the medieval periods, that same individual whom still looks like a human, you go into the ancient tapestries, that same person, so this person turned out to be a cynocephaly, a man with a dog head. Cynocephalies were also viable in the land of Canaan. Famous line was when this woman was asking Yeshua, being Jesus, about I forgot, healing or something like that for her daughter, I believe. He looked upon her and he said, "But you are a dog." So a lot of people in their mind, you gotta separate the time periods and the meanings of things and the regions that it's from. So he called her a dog. Was he defiling her? Was he making fun of her? Saying she was a piece of shit? No, not at all. That Canaanite woman so happened to be a dog-headed being. It's on a cynocephaly. So that rationalizes there because a lot of people jump on the boat thinking that Yeshua made a cocky remark at the person and defiled her. In reality, no, he was just saying her description of what it really was. Things are very vague if you don't understand what you're reading. Just like, here, I'm gonna roll a cigarette. Just like King David, there's a verse when he's getting ready to go battle Goliath. There's a verse in there that talks about how Yahweh, or whom you would call God, Jehovah, or whatever you want to call him, there's a part in there where he gives physical description of himself, David. And he says he maketh, which means he made, my feet like hinds feet. And what that description is given in that verse, my Bible thumper and Christian is going to get pissed at me for this one, but before I say what I'm going to say, I want you to know that a lot of people will tell you read the Bible, certain things are supposed to be viewed as theoretical, whereas other parts are supposed to be dismissed as, the theoretical part being dismiss what it's literally saying, don't take it literal. But I have a literalistic mindset. So if these are God's words, apparently, if it says in the Bible they're given a description of someone, am I supposed to take that literally, or just because it doesn't fit with the day-to-day narratives, should I dismiss it as theoretic? Well, I'm sorry, I don't know who the hell in this world has the authority to say what part of God's word is true and what part is false. So I cannot take none of it theoretically. It all has to be fact in my head. David, when they gave the description of him before fighting Goliath, he had hinds feet. A hinds in that region is deer. David had deer legs. Literally. See, in the olden days, different species weren't like it is today, in today's world. In today's world, you know, you get laughed at for different things. A lot of the species were forced into hiding between settlers and this and that and the other, and being wiped out, just like how they wiped out like the giant species in the Bible, you know, in Canaan and whatnot. So when you take all that kind of stuff into consideration, these different species used to be prevalent back in the day, in the early days. They're the old breeds. And over time, they were forced into hiding, whether they go subterraneous or whatever else hell may they do. But they were forced into hiding to the point that people view them as folklore and don't even believe that this species even exists unless they see it for themselves, and then half the population thinks they're crazy. Well, when you go into the different like areas of the Bible and you see these different tribes, not all of these tribes were humans like us. Not at all. You have to take that in consideration, especially if you're in the cryptozoology type stuff. Not all of those tribes in the Bible were people. Not at all. Even Noah's Ark story, he was a giant. And in Enoch, the book of Enoch, they gave a description of him. Not only was Noah a giant himself, but his skin was pale. He was white, and he had a luminescent glow about him. That ain't no normal man. Sorry, I'm lighting my cigarette. That ain't a normal man. I mean, anybody here watching, do you, hang on, let me read this. You see a white light coming out of your avatar everywhere, the top of your head. Take back control of your aura. We're human, we're celestial energy beings from the source, energy, advanced. It's a cool perspective. I'm talking about the physical description that Enoch given. It's not like, what I'm pretty much saying is like, does anybody out there have a chest that glows like E.T. from the 1980s? I don't think so. He literally glowed. Illuminated. The cigarette went out, it's so cold. It's like in the 20s, I think. Alright, I'm gonna head back this way. I didn't see no mine shafts on this route. So I'm gonna head out this way, and I'm gonna take that one trail up that hill. Because I'm thinking perhaps that would have been the same trail where it wide at when I went to the left. I think that would have been the trail that was off to the right. I'll find out though. Hope I don't get lost. Yeah, it went out again. But yeah, if you look into a lot of old stuff, they were more open than they are today about types of species. Excuse me. It's pretty cool how those rocks look, the way they're stacked up there. Let me zoom in. That's pretty cool. far, I've seen a couple tracks, humanoid looking in nature. 6 toes, mid tarsal, but other than that, I'm not really seeing much out here. Looking for that side trail. It'll be on my left. Okay. Let's have me put my glove on. I'm frozen. Alright. Okay. At least one hand will be warm. I can't hold the phone with these. Whoa, I'm slipping on ice. There's a gas well. Yeah, this is where I was at. Not right here. Way back. But when I did the 2 shorts the other night, there was a lot more snow. Trying to want to get my gear together. Not tonight. Not tonight. I got a lot going on in my life right now. But I want to get out here with my spotlight and whatnot and see if I can get some night footage out here, go live at night. See what activities we can document, what we might hear, get that documented as well for these locations. Just like I did the old spot. I want to give a big shout out to William Nighthawk too. Whoop whoop, what's up, brother? Hey, if you haven't heard of him, check him out. Nighthawk, Paranormal High Strangeness. Check him out. He's a legit one. He is legit. And also, I'd like to give a shout out to the family and friends of Mr. Fred Saluga. Mr. Saluga was Fayetteville, Pennsylvania police chief, who was the director of MUFON, which is the study of UFOs and stuff of that nature. And he had recently passed. I'd like to send a warm embrace to their families. Mr. Saluga had come out to my old location, him and his crew, and they came out, looked around and whatnot. I was holding his arm, helping him through the woods to make sure he didn't fall. Excellent man. He was very kind-hearted. He did a lot for the communities. He did a lot for the paranormal community as well. And I want to give thanks to that, because he actually even came. I met him personally, came to my location. I want to say thank you. Even though I know you're in heaven, thank you for coming out and being a friend. He was a very good man. Rest in peace, brother. There's that trail right there. Yay, it's uphill. See if I find anything on this trail. Here. These tracks down here, though, they're not as big as I was expecting. Because the one that there's a big one. You can see where the leaves are impressed. Yeah, that's about the size I expect. Maybe I can't hold the phone with these gloves. Try this again. Okay, we did one, 6 toes in this one as well. One cast that I had, a real big one, that had walnut stuck in the hill of it. I gave it away on a giveaway here at the CP because she blew up for my channel before I was combing through my videos in slow motion and looking for different types of things. So I want to give a shout out to CP. But yeah, deer came through here. I hate hills. That's all Pennsylvania is. Next time I come out here for a daytime is I'm gonna go the other direction and see what I can find on that end. Now, I've seen a couple tracks here. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not seeing much as far as types of acceptable, at least acceptable in my eyes, as structures. A lot of what I'm seeing out here is what do you call it? Natural. I'm not seeing that elegance. Close your return to controls. Oh yeah, I want a Dyson glass. I really wish I had those kind of glasses. That'd be awesome. Dyson? Yeah, I always wanted a pair of those. Or goggles. I ain't gonna lie, I've been under a lot of stress lately. So my aura is probably not the greatest. I think I have a low vibration right now. But that's my business and my problems. I ain't dumping it on to y'all. Damn, man. This is just going uphill more and more. I can't even breathe. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the hills kill me because my lungs are like completely full of these things called pulmonary nodules. My x-ray looked like somebody shot me in the chest with birdshot. I still gotta make an appointment. But yeah, it sucks to breathe going up this hill. Being a heavy smoker don't help either. I'm not seeing nothing special. Holy shit, this sucks. Yeah, I do gotta get out here at night though. Because night times obviously you have different species out. I know we have a high population of coyotes around here. Oh crap. I want another fork. Another taper deal. This way. Oh, maybe not. Oh. That didn't feel good. Pop that out later. They're part of the trail. This might not be part of the trail. Just everything's throwing in and taking over back in this part. So that might have been the trail I should have been on. Oh, more jaggers. Well, this is how Josh gets lost in the woods. Still not finding no cave entrances or mine shafts that I could possibly explore later on. More jaggers. Bunch more jaggers. Yay! That's pretty cool right there. It looks like a little hut. Wow, I got jaggers in my leg now too. Damn. Yeah. I don't know where I'm going. I went off trail. God, I get stuck. Ouch. Ow. Hey, jaggers, man, they're everywhere up here. There's a trail down there. That could possibly be the one that I was on earlier. Down there. Hammer's not good either for baking soda. Oh yeah? That's good to know. So I don't even know if that's the trail I was on earlier. I think I was holding on too snapped, almost fell. Ow, that was my face. I should probably head down there. Probably be the best idea. Look at that. That looks more like bear. Small bear. Yay, more jaggers. Ouch. Allegheny Land Trust. Allegheny Land Trust. Long for Allegheny. Fun. Water transient. More hills. Yes. Jaggers galore. Jaggers everywhere. Whoa. kind of want a cigarette. I don't think I want to smoke near this. Where the hell am I? Good place. I should have probably stuck to the trail. Oh, crap. Oh, wait. I think this is that. I know where I'm at now, guys. This is, I think, yeah, this is right there. This is where I asked my wife if I should go right. No, this ain't. Oh, never mind. She's wrong. There's an X. That was pretty cool. The one ravine that I was in that one day, I was part of the swirls on the rocks, cliffs, Sunday. That's pretty cool. I'm starving. I haven't eaten yet today. Started getting hungry like right before I left the house. And I was like, nah, it gets dark earlier. I should probably just go out. Get out here. I shouldn't have left that trail. Like, I don't even know what trail I'm on now. I have no clue where I'm at this point. Let's see something I recognize. I ain't got no flashlights on me. I figured I'd be done before the sun goes down. And my phone is probably almost out of juice. Oh, I am still alive. Yeah, my phone just closed out. Yeah, I can't even see my screen. Crap. Yeah, my phone's died completely. I don't know where I'm at down here. And I don't know where I'm at down here. And I got no flashlight and the sun will be on away. I got no flashlight and the sun will be on away a little bit. So I can't even see my a little bit. So I can't even see my